Good morning, our dear listeners today. And today's topic is quantum words, creative force. And quantum phenomena, simply stated, is the influence of the unseen world of our mind, that is our soul or our psyche or consciousness. And that includes the intentions, the thoughts, the words, the emotions, the choices, and actions that have an influence on the subatomic particles of all molecular organisms, on our bodies, on water, and the energy field of everything vibrating, including the fiber of the cosmos. Now, with quantum phenomena explained, let us begin our presentation today. Can what we create with our words be communicated to our own bioenergy field and aura, and to the bioenergy fields and aura of others, and also to vibrating fields of every molecular organism, and ultimately to the cosmic unified field that sends it back to us? Have we ever asked ourselves what it is we are communicating with our words and what we communicate to and what medium we communicate through? All this will be highlighted in our presentation today. So, how do we communicate with ourselves? The internal dialogue that's always running in our head. How do we communicate with others? The vibration from our words that is emitted to them. How do we communicate to everything molecular within our own body and that in the other molecular organs' bodies? Have you ever asked yourself if the plants in our home, the furniture, the domestic pets, the appliances, insects, ants, birds in our surrounding, whether they enjoy the vibe that is emitted from us because of the words we either say or think? So these energies are communications, and we vibrate and broadcast this energy of who we are into the field, and it alters what is happening in that field. And it's beyond language. It is an energy that is available if we want to feel it. Our heart is the monitor of this vibration and the magnifier of these vibrations. And feelings tell us whether we are feeling good with more energy or whether we are feeling not so good with less energy. We will know it when we are depleted of energy, and we will know it when we are vibrant and full of vitality. And energy can tell us if the people around us are supportive because we feel good around them. We communicate remotely with every organism and every other person with our words and thoughts and emotions. Picture yourself where you've come from this morning. By the time you got to the taxi that took you to our office or wherever it is you are going to, by the time you reach where you are going, what was being emitted out of your vibration was affecting everything around you. Everything at its core, humans, our quantum words, the water in our bodies and the waters around us, the light that shines to us and the light we emit, the emotions, the thoughts, the choices we make, the intentions, all those are quantum vibrational fields carrying information, carrying energy, and carrying matter about everything said, everything done, and everything thought. What vibrational frequency are you emitting right now as you listen to this presentation? Because a quantum human that you are, is the content of the information carried in one's quantum vibrational field. And it affects everything around us. And we communicate beyond our physical body despite limitations of this physical body. And we communicate as quantum humans, and we are boundless. And we communicate the vibrational frequencies of our intentions, of our thoughts, our emotions, and our words with our consciousness, with our mind. And these are received instantaneously by other humans, places, events, situations, and all creatures. And we all are entangled with one another due to the invisible bonds of water and light existing in the quantum level of our lives. And all living things and our lives in this cosmos are part of a single mechanism that is guided and connected in a special way. And we cannot understand this with our current scientific knowledge alone. Scientists are now only opening the doors to the limitless possibilities of quantum communication. And fundamental to our human existence, this is how we connect to others. And some people are closer to our unique frequency than others because of what we emit. And we can learn to feel these quantum connections as we each share our unique energy outwards. And some people will strongly resonate with our vibes, and others will not. And the way we can tell this is to feel the energy of our words, to feel that energy of our intentions, to feel that energy of whatever it is that is coming out of us. And the way we can tell this is to watch what is happening on the face of the other that we are talking to. When the energy of another makes us feel like we've found home, that is a place of pure love, and we know something special is happening in the quantum field. And quantum discoveries are allowing us to understand the deeper aspects of ourselves than never before. In the quantum mechanics world, nothing is separate. Everything is an energy field with no borders to it. It is borderless. What we do with our bodies and mind is broadcast to everything else, and one's energy can affect or cancel another one's energy. The energy of our words, the energy of our thoughts, the energy of our intentions, the energy of our emotions and choices. And so, to better understand the human quantum experience, light exchange is key. According to quantum principles, words carry energy. And quantum is the smallest unit of something, especially energy. And a quantum of light is known as a photon. And a quantum of sound is known as a phonon. And a quantum of electricity is known as an electron. And a quantum of the brain's nervous system is known as a neuron. And a quantum of water is known as liquid crystalline. We emit energy in form of light quanta, in form of photons, that is driven and conducted by quantum water, the liquid crystalline. And we are, as humans, we are more than 60% water, and we live in a universe that is more than 70% water. So you can imagine the communication that is always happening simultaneously after we say something. Each word we speak is more than just an utterance. It is a combination of sound wave and vibrational signals from our body. And we emit this quanta energy as quanta light photons conducted by quanta water liquid crystalline. And quantum communications use photons to transmit between remote places. And this is called light exchange. The conversion of mass into energy and energy into mass radiates across space and time. The words we speak are powerful. They can create or they can destroy. And photons are quantum states of light. Light driven liquid crystalline carries the information of our words and energy, and it is broadcasted into the entire cosmos as a cosmic dance. Living organisms are dynamic liquid crystalline phases, including ourselves, and all molecules in our body cells and tissues are aligned coherently together. And it is through liquid crystalline water that everything is held, that everything is bound, that everything is connected to everything else in the cosmos. It is water. And in this particular phase of the quantum organization with water as liquid crystalline, that is through which we communicate to each other and to everybody, even telepathically, because we are an energy field. And particles can be separated, but energy puts everything back together. We are one energy field. And quantum words that are emitted as quantum light photons influence the quantum field. Our words and thoughts emit vibrational energy in the form of quantum light photons that influence our lives, every area of our life. Every word we speak carries a vibration. When we speak, we are not just communicating ideas. We are also sending out vibrations that interact with the quantum field around us, attracting similar energies and shaping our reality. Our words influence cosmic energy. They influence quantum fields and subatomic particles and waves at the quantum level of all things, of everything, because we are connected. You might be wondering if this is information that might be new, but it already existed. And we already exist in a quantum reality. All people, all animals, all things with mass and atomic structure are quantum. And quantum human, or quantum water, or quantum light, or quantum breath, or quantum smile, or quantum words, everything is one, there is no separation. And all of these things at their subatomic level are made of molecules and atoms and nucleus, and they have a quantum field. And in the quantum things, all events are happening simultaneously. And all things are made of matter according to quantum physics. And atoms are the building blocks of matter. And matter is both energy and particle. And that means matter is 99.999% energy and 0.001% particle. If we consider ourselves as matter, 1% is what we see as particle. But the 99.99%, which is energy, the energy of our mind, the energy of our psyche, the energy of our spirit, the energy of our consciousness, that which is unseen is much, much more powerful. And quantum physics is literally the cosmos' neurological pathway to total connectivity of all things. And all matter exists in form of solid, liquid, or gas. Each word carries an energy that can be sensed, whether we are thinking that word, or speaking it, or hearing it, or reading it on a screen, or a newspaper, it still carries the same power. It is still a word. Right now, you are listening to what I'm telling you. You might not be speaking, but you are listening. So, words carry an energy that can be sensed, whether we are thinking it, that is, if it is running in our mind, or whether we are speaking it out, or whether we are hearing it or reading it. Words, in whatever way they are communicated, have tremendous power. And we have to ensure that we are using the right words that can raise our vibrational frequency, because there are words that get our vibrational frequency to be dense, and there are words that get our vibrational frequency to rise and be high. So using the right words can raise our vibrational frequency. So we have to be on the lookout for our positive energy words. And we attract positive energy to us by using high vibrational words used in meditation, used in chanting or during prayer. The 5 times a day prayers of Lords, Prime, Nones, Vespers, Compline, or Fajr, Zohor, Asr, Maghrib, and Isha. Because when we are saying these words in those times of prayer, our intentions reach the creative field instantaneously. And positive energy words have an expansive feeling to them. Words like inspiration, words like hope, words like joy, happiness, or possibility. And they can cultivate a vibration that will attract to us similar situations as the energy we are sending out. Words that inspire us change our thoughts. They change our energy and they change our actions, attracting more positive energy towards us. On the other hand, negative words, those self defeating words, I can never succeed, I will not do it, I will not manage, they surround us with negative energy, attracting more negative circumstances to us. What words will we choose to speak about all our life? If we knew the power of words and the ability to change the invisible to visible, we can change our lives and impact our worlds. Words are everything. With words, we can declare war. With words, we can propose to a loved one. With love, we can deliver a heartfelt sermon and move nations. The holy writings of the world are words. We use words to communicate with ourselves and others, and words can motivate us or they can bring us down. Words have power. Their meaning crystallizes perceptions that shape our beliefs and drive our behavior to create our reality. A careless word can shape or misshape someone's reality for years to come. We not only become what we think, we also become what we speak about ourselves. Rudyard Kipling declared that words are the most powerful drug used by humankind, because language enters into and influences the smallest cells of our brain. Words are complex. They are wonderful, but they are dangerous at the same time. We can use words to merge the invisible into tangible, and words give form to thought. And our subconscious mind is responsible for 95% of our experience of reality due to the words we always tell ourselves, because our subconscious mind keeps everything that we say, everything that we think, all the emotions that we feel. And by consistently speaking positively and thinking good thoughts, we reinforce pathways that are going to keep attracting to us the good that we want. One doctor, Dr. Imoto, studied the impact of words and intentions on water crystals and says that words have tremendous power to change the shape of water. Negative words will create chaotic patterns, whereas positive words will create beautiful symmetrical crystals. Now, when we go to the content that we have today, we are going to look at subtopic 1, the need to detox our words. Content number 2, quantum wording for effective communication and choosing our words wisely. And our content 3, silencing the internal dialogue in order to upgrade our words. The first subtopic. Do we need to detox our words? Yes or no? Right there where you are right now. Do you think you have the need to detox the words you've been saying and to watch the words you'll be saying so that you have to send into the cosmos positive energy? When we understand that the words we use are intrinsic to our worldly experience through the way words impact our brain both subconsciously and consciously, as well as carrying vibrational codes, we may want to pause and closely re-examine the words we continually use, the words we continually think, the words we continually write on paper, the words we continually type on our laptop, the words we continually listen to. We may find that we need to detox those words, especially the words we listen to, the words we read on social media. If a self-audit shows our communication with ourselves and others is in lower frequency language, we aren't alone. And according to experts, our brain naturally has what is known as a negativity bias. Our default setting is one that focuses on the negative and where negative has greater impact on us than the positive. And this is true whether it is for thoughts or words or experiences. It takes 5 interactions with someone to counteract the impact of just a single negative interaction with the same person. Most of us communicate with ourselves in a negative way. We repeat what we do not like. We repeat what we do not want. I hate, I don't like, I don't care. Such words that we keep saying to ourselves have and they lead to an inner dialogue that is perpetuating lack by continually reminding ourselves that we are inadequate, that we are a failure, that we can never do it. And through personal inner dialogue, we continually are self-critiquing ourselves, and that inner dialogue poisons our experiences and our reality. We can choose to utilize words as an intelligent energy source that moves energy in the direction we want it to move. And we can change from the negative to the positive by learning to soul talk, communicating with ourselves in a way that resonates with our soul and brain at a higher frequency. What words do we need to get out of our vocabulary in order to maintain our high vibrational energy? And these are the words that we are going to meet in our second subtopic. Quantum words for effective communication and choosing our words wisely. There are about 26 or so words that we have been using, not knowing that they are actually poisoning and breathing out and emitting out shadow and darkness into the world, not light. Because at the heart of communication is the ability to expand. So utilizing words that do the opposite is counterintuitive. There are words to look out for that are contracting words that literally and energetically constrict communication. The first word is no. Say it to yourself and feel how it feels in your body. Does it emit a denser vibration or a higher vibration? The second word is hate. Say it to yourself and feel the vibration. Is it contracting or is it expanding? The third word is I need to go do this, I need to. We've been using that words not knowing what it perpetuates. It perpetuates lack. And we can change our statements that start with I need, to I choose to. I choose to, not I need, I need, I need. The fourth word is I can't wait, I can't wait, I can't wait. We've used this word very often, but we need to shift it to I look forward to. I look forward to. I look forward to. When you say I look forward to, you feel a shift, you feel a different vibration, you feel an expansion. But saying I can't wait, there is how it brings in an element of contraction. The fifth word is I don't want. I don't want. I don't want. Say it to yourself and feel the vibration. Is it expanding or is it contraction? And what can we shift it to? Instead of saying, I don't want, we can say, I prefer. I prefer. And we are avoiding the word don't. Word number 6, number 8, I should, I shouldn't. That should and shouldn't, there is a way it brings in a contraction. What if we were to shift it to I am clear about what I have to do, not I should or I shouldn't. Number 9, I no longer believe. I no longer, I no longer, I no longer. That I no longer has a contraction to it. How about saying instead, I have learned, I have known. Number 10, the word always. This word always comes from limitation, and we can shift it to sometimes. Word number 11, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. Instead of telling yourself, don't worry, how about shifting it to, I will remember to, I will remember to. Word number 12, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. It has an element of contraction. How about shifting it to, please stop or kindly stop? Word number 13, the problem is, the problem is, the problem is. That is contracting. We can shift it to, there is a solution. There is a solution. There is a solution. You feel the expansion coming in. Word number 12, number 14. Oh, I miss you. I miss you. Why is that word contracting? Because it is signifying a lack, a not having. Instead, it can be I look forward to. Word number 15. I am tired. I am exhausted. And indeed, your body gets tired when you say that. But how can you be tired in your body? And how differently can you say it so that you shift from contraction to expansion? Instead, you can say, I get energized. I get vitalized. Word number 16. It is what it is. It is what it is. Can you feel the contraction there? Instead, you can say, it is how I choose to make it. It is how I choose to make it. That gives a degree of freedom. Word number 17. It's your fault. It's your fault. It's your fault. Do you feel that contraction? We can shift it to, this is what I prefer. This is what I prefer. Instead of blaming the other, let's see what we can contribute to our own benefit. Word number 20. I hope. We've used that so often. I hope. Why is it contracting? Instead of saying I hope, because I hope means there is something that is not yet fulfilled. And yet we are already whole, we are already complete, we are already fulfilled. Instead of saying I hope, you can say I believe or I know. What number 21? If I would, if you would, it is the same as should and shouldn't. So there we can say I prefer this. Word number 22, it's not fair. The world is not fair. The economy is not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair. Feel that contraction of that word. What if you were to say, I expect good things? We have to learn to shift our energy no matter what is happening around us. And we can do it with our words. Word number 25, I will try. I will try. I will try. The word try admits failure. Instead of saying, I will try, we can shift it to, I have the ability to. I have the ability to. I will try X. I have the ability to tick. Word number 26, but. This is the word that we use almost in every sentence, in every phrase, and you can have 5 buts in a single paragraph. It is a small word, but it can have large unwanted consequences. When we use the word but mid-sentence, it renders the information before it inadequate. And using but often cancels out the first half of the phrase. Instead of but, we can use however, we can use with, and, yet, also, or plus. So every word we speak, every word we scribble, every word we type or think directs our reality as to how to create the reality and the dreams that we want. We need to learn to choose our words wisely. Third subtopic on our content, silencing the internal dialogue in order to upgrade our words. The running commentary that is always in our mind, the internal dialogue, where does it come from? Because words are the number one way we program the subconscious mind, according to neuroscience and quantum physics. And the subconscious mind is responsible for 95% of our experiences of reality. And what we feed our subconscious mind becomes the default of our subconscious mind. With negative words, our subconscious mind defaults to negativity. And these words shape our life from the time we wake up to the time we go to bed at night. An average person has more than 6,000 thoughts every day, and 80% of those words are mostly negative. And negative thoughts are 7 times more powerful than a powerful thought. We all have this inner dialogue. So, how can we silence this inner dialogue? Because these words we speak saturate our subconscious mind and they program our experience of reality. And most of us have a near constant stream of internal dialogue. And we can upgrade by our life by upgrading our words. A lot of the time, these negative voices are not our voices. It could be the voice of somebody else that was in our life at one time. It could be a parent who became their own, who, because of their own trauma, repeatedly reminded us that we aren't good enough, that we are not going to be successful, that we are going to be a failure. And we could be keeping that voice of a colleague who couldn't see the beauty in themselves and constantly reminded us how ugly we are. And we have internalized that voice and made it our own. And when the voice gets loud, we think it's doing that to protect us. It's the same voice that keeps us in an abusive relationship. It is the same voice that will keep us in a job that's not satisfying because we think we are not deserving, because we think we are not worthy. And all that has been programmed in our subconscious mind because of the voices we have allowed to stay in our subconscious mind. And it is the same voice that gets us to not start our passionate career, making us stay in our comfort zone and stagnating. Now, let us go through the science of the clutter in our head and how to stop it. Whenever our minds get engaged in a mind chatter, the mind is getting ready to speak out loud. And so our tongue is tense. When we think, we have a tendency to talk to ourselves. And we talk to ourselves either directly or indirectly, and the tongue is involved. If we are not consciously aware of this sub vocalization, our body, especially our tongue, is aware. And the continuous running commentary in the conscious mind corresponds to tiny movements in the tongue, in which the tongue is saying the words of our internal monologue. Right now, close your eyes. Be aware of that internal dialogue that is going on within you, that is repetitive, and note the position of your tongue. Because most times our tongue is stuck to the roof of the mouth when we are ready to speak. For example, say the letter L to yourself. L. As you say L, where is the tongue placed? At the roof of the mouth. And this is where the tongue is when the running commentary is running in our heads. When we learn to relax the tongue, or stop it from where it is tense and make it softer and make it relax and not touch the roof of the mouth. The running dialogue, the chatter will stop instantaneously because our tongue is part of the involuntary autonomic nervous system. And we often hold tension in the tongue without being aware of it when we are stressed. And many of us manifest this tension by pressing our tongue against the roof of our mouth. And interestingly, our tongue is also part of our voluntary nervous system. And this makes our tongue a bridge between our voluntary and involuntary nervous systems. And it opens the way for us to trigger our involuntary nervous system to get it to relax. Now get into that position where you are feeling those constant, repetitive thoughts that seem not to go away. The first thing we need to do, number one, is to soften and relax the eyes and the tongue. Relax the tongue away from the roof of the mouth where it is tense. And when we do that, it's like flipping a switch. And as soon as the tongue lets go, the voice in our head can't speak anymore. It is disarmed. Try it for yourself and see. Put your tongue, stick it to the roof of your mouth, relax it, and feel the difference, what is happening in your head. We get instantly into the present moment and we start to notice other things release. Because when our tongue is stuck to the roof of our mouth, our jaw is also tense, and our neck and shoulders are also tense. Be aware every time you have chatter in your mind, relax your eyes and relax your tongue. And then, number two, create awareness of the language traps that we have fallen into when we are overly critical in our thoughts. Those words that always give us contraction, those phrases that always give the vibration in our bodies that feel like we are depleted of energy. Identify those thoughts, those words. And then, number three, focus on challenging those thoughts and replacing them with expansion, with thoughts that bring us into an elevated emotion. I cannot manage. I am a failure. What would you prefer to feel? What would you prefer to think so that you feel that which is going to uplift you? And with your eyes still closed, get present to the internal negative dialogue and see if there is a way you can make it sound funny. And when you make it funny, it's no longer going to be a threat. Number five, you can take that negative voice and turn it into a challenge. If it says you are a failure, if it says you can never do a good presentation, it can succeed. Number six, you can put the negative thought on a paper and make a plan on how to make the opposite of what the voice says. Unwise is a great woman who offers the following exercise to take conscious control of our tongue to quieten the anxious running commentary in our mind. According to her, after we close our eyes, we relax our tongue. Right now, briefly press your tongue against the roof of the mouth to make it tense. Then stop doing that to allow the tongue to relax. And now you can almost feel your tongue floating in the cavity of your mouth. Feel the tongue floating in the cavity of your mouth. You will be surprised to find that the internal chatter has unplugged. It's no longer there in your head. And this is one way we can learn to train the clutter and the chatter in our mind that has gotten there because of the words we've continuously been telling ourselves. As we close this presentation, are we ready to create with our words and to communicate in a way that is going to change our reality? Because quantum words, our words have a creative force. We can shift our reality by shifting the words we speak. I hope this presentation has been useful to you. Thank you very much for listening. Bless you and have a wonderful and fruitful day. Namaste. Thank you.